Hey, this is Steve Ouimette. I'm here today at Mojave Ampworks and I'm doing some tone demos. Let me go ahead and just play a little bit something here to give you the sound of more of a modern kind of metal, but really slow and really low. If you haven't seen some of the other videos, this particular guitar is my Gibson baritone Les Paul. I'm using a Sheptone growler pickup, which is like a 16K output pickup. Very low tuned. The guitar is tuned normally to B, but I've got a drop A on this, so it's super low. Got two amps. The first amp that I'm using for the distortion is the Scorpion, and this is a 50-watt EL34 based head. And the cabinet I'm running is the Mojave 412. It's a little bit different in that it's split, and it has two G12H30s and two Alnico Blues. However, the configuration I'm using today is just the G12H30s. And I'll talk a little bit more about the Scorpion in a second. The effects side, I'm using a little bit of extra for some delay on this amp. This amp is a Sidewinder. This is a 4 EL84 based head, and it's also running on a 212 cabinet with Celestian Blues. What I'm doing though with this is I'm just using it kind of like as an effects side, and we're taking the line out from the Scorpion. The line out does full sound of the whole amp, so it's post power tube. You get the whole sound of the amp, and then it's going in through this Lila switching device, that's routing device actually, to give me a little bit of delay. So I'm getting the tone going through there and then producing the sound back through the head. Before I start, I just wanted to say one thing about the Scorpion is we're not actually running it on full power. All of the amps have a feature called power dampening, and power dampening allows you to wind the amp up as far as you want and then bring the volume down basically. And this has been done before with other devices that are inserted after the head and before the cabinet. But in this case, it's actually built into the amp, and we're winding it down from 50 watts to, say, probably about 10. And that's really helpful if you're playing a big club or a small club and you have to, change because the sound man wants to have less volume, or maybe you want to rehearse at home. And it does not affect the sound significantly like you'd expect. It actually has it's a great sound, but a lot less volume.